Little.
Yoga.
YouTube fam, we are in here today on a Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. This is Frank Gooden. Can you guys hear me clearly? If you have no trouble at all hearing me, then hit me with a one in the chat when you can. I'm thinking everything should be good on my end. Let's see. I am now. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out a way to pin the actual call-in link while we getting set up. Nice. I'm seeing the ones. Let's see if I can pin. Yep, I can pin it. All right. So so welcome. So glad to have you guys here for day 2 of auditions. As we all know, this is a very new and unique um endeavor we are on right now, where um, we are actually going to create what I'm calling a live graphic novel experience, where we actually have our performances of our graphic novel panels, um, kind of live, and we just have the whole thing live in front of everybody to experience. When it comes to filmmaking, a lot of times we um, are used to seeing movies, that when we watch them, we see the outtakes, people have fun. You see people kind of having fun with, the way some things may have happened on the set beforehand. But, the audience never truly sees and can't really fully understand how much goes into the production ahead of time. So, in this case, what we're going to do is kind of open it up a little bit. This isn't a film, this is a graphic novel, but it's still a performance, every bit of a legitimate performance that will be in combination with animated illustrations to create a full story that I'm sure you've seen examples of this before. I'm checking some things here. Yeah, so I see you in the back. I got 2 people in the back right now. Um, and it's going to be your call. It's up to you if you want to cam up or not. If you do, you're absolutely welcome to cam up for your audition. If you prefer to have your camera off and just have your icon showing, then that is absolutely welcome as well. Let's see. While I am getting us ready, I want to throw some things, reminders here. So, number one, let me just ask everybody right now to click the thumbs up button. This helps promote the video and the channel. So, definitely, if you haven't yet hit the thumbs up, go ahead and please do that. Now, we will begin with our auditions very soon. We have quite a few people who want to audition, so I'm not going to belabor it. We're going to go in, but um, what I want to do is ask you, when you do, this is sort of going to be our procedure. Um, when we start the audition, just remember, to introduce yourself and where you are auditioning from. Because this is online, we have people who will be auditioning from all over the country, and I'm very excited about that. But in the meantime, please place your contact, just your name and your contact in the chat, so that later on the chat replay, I can contact you. And really, if you guys can remember, if you've auditioned to, once this is completed and up, please remember to put your name and your contact email address also in the comments. That way um, I can easily contact you when it's time for callbacks. Okay, I'm looking at the private chat. Yep, yeah. Oh well, okay. I see we have one. What I want you to do is put it when you chat. If you, and this can be after you leave, um, after you leave the private, because you're in the back. You need to put it in the normal chat, not in the back, because the private chat does not get saved. Only the normal chat does. All right, so just your name and whatever email address. Hey, so yeah, we got a lot of people coming in. We have, you know what? Normally I would do shouts, but we have people that are waiting. So I want to be respectful of everybody's time here. But we have some great, we have some supporters, some day one supporters of Talk with Frank Gooden. That's my other channel, and I may actually talk a little bit about it later. But for now, I want to stay focused on life or death. And what I want to do is, let's do this. Let me pull these banners down. Let's go here. And one more reminder here, and that's to subscribe if you haven't already. So if we have people coming in who have not yet subscribed, please remember to do so. That way you don't miss any of the lives moving forward, because we're charting everything. So auditions are happening. So let me state really quickly for you, what you're auditioning for. I think everybody's who is auditioning probably listen to some of the other videos. If you haven't, please do so. Life or Death is going to be a very, very powerful story about one young man's challenge to do what he thinks is right when he's being placed in some really interesting circumstances. Here are the characters. The first 5 are the main characters: Caleb, Roy, Bus, Bianca, and Ava. However, understand that when you audition, because everyone's doing monologues here, that I will be listening not only for the best placement for these first 5 characters, but really you see here, there's 25 total. I think I have one listed here twice: Craig's 2 boys, and then Craig's boy number 1, Craig's boy number 2. So it's either a total of 25 or 26 characters that I'll be listening for. So even if you're not necessarily cast for a lead role, then no worries, because there are a number of roles, some of them very powerful, in the supporting cast as well. Okay. All right. So with that, one last thing before I bring our first person up, I'm just going to kind of bring you in the order that you called in the back. Is let me just mention that with your auditions, this is for the chat. First of all, for the chat, I intend for this to be a very positive and enjoyable, kind of fun experience for our people, because this is non-traditional. We're actually having auditions, in a live environment. And so that's tough enough as it is, auditioning, and especially for, maybe beginning actors. But then doing so in a live environment adds just a tiny bit of pressure that, you just want to be considerate of. So we want to keep this environment very positive and very supportive, So, if during the audition, or right after or something, we have, honest things that we want to say about it, maybe honest critiques, totally fine to throw that stuff in the chat. But we don't want this to be a destructive environment where we're, just, if you happen to not, like a particular audition, you're putting, anything, anything really bad or negative in the chat. I'm reading the private here. Let me read this real quick. Did you want the contact info in this chat or in the YouTube live chat? Thanks for asking that. Jonathan asked that. We want the contact info in the YouTube live chat, because this private chat here in the back will not save. I won't be able to refer to this later, but I will be able to see it in the YouTube live chat for later. All right. And then also, you guys, I expect you guys really to kill it, so a lot of people will be watching these, and you'll be able to see, they'll be able to use, take a look at your audition for this. And this may serve as an opportunity for you to, be picked up on something else. Someone else a couple weeks down the line comes and watch this audition and may like you. And so, having that contact information there in the chat will be available to them as well. Okay. All right. So I'm going down again. Thank you. Now, let me mention this too. If the back is full, then just keep trying as I cycle through. then there will be spaces open. StreamYard is what I'm using to live stream with, and StreamYard allows 10 people in the back. So if more than 10 people are trying to call in, then you'll just get the back is full. And then, but then as I go through our auditions, you'll be able um, to call in. All right. So I don't want to waste people's time. Time is valuable. And I'm sure everybody's on schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and start bringing people up one by one. Let me take this down here. I am so excited to meet all of you from really all over the country. Okay, let's see. I think I'll go ahead and pull this ticker down too. Okay, we have Elora Monet. Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir, you are. Hi,
All right.
everyone.
Hey, nice to meet you, Elora.
Nice to meet you too. So, as was just said, my name is Laura Monet. I'm auditioning from Decatur, Georgia.
Mhm.
I will be reading a monologue from Spirit Forward by Joseph Arnon.
Okay, awesome. So that's I think you're prepared. You're ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I will go ahead and cut my cam and mute myself. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me now. If not, I'm going to give you the floor.
I think I'm ready. Thank you.
All right, beautiful. All right, I will cut my cam. I will mute my mic, and you have the floor, Elora.
Okay. You're a genius and you don't even know it. Or maybe you do know it, but you're not 100% because you don't have financial success? Well, I've got news for you. You are a success. You are special. You're a genius. I see it every day. I see you create these wonderful worlds that just happen. I see these little miracles every day, and I see the magic in you. You walk around with this attitude of not caring as much, and I love that about you, but you don't need to always be this tough street guy who wears his leather jackets and has a chip on his shoulder. You also have that sensitive side that you try to hide, but it's always there in your eyes. I know you've been through so much, but that's what makes you such an inspiration. It's amazing that you are where you are with everything that's happened to you in your life. And if you gave it up, you know you'd be miserable. You just know it. You can't stop now. You need to keep on going forward. You've come this far. Keep that fire burning, okay? Thank you.
Very good. Nice audition. Very nice
Thank
supportive
you.
character. Dude, is that what is that again from? What's that from again?
It's from a one-act play called Spirit Forward by Joseph Arnon.
Okay, thank you. Very nice monologue. Hey, that was it. That was all we needed for this. No, and under kind of different circumstances, if I had time, I might give you a couple simple notes and have you work on some things. But we'll save that because we have so many that are in the queue. What I ask you to do is continue. You can jump in the chat if you'd like, and definitely just stay tuned. I will be auditioning for the next probably 2 weeks, and then I'll start the callbacks process. So that's why I want to make sure I have your contact information for when it's time for callbacks.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for coming in and auditioning. Great audition.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, I am now bringing up the next in line. This is Mark. Mark is here with us. How you doing, Mark?
Am I? Am I here with you now?
I hope so.
This is my first setup with this mic, so if I'm overpowering you, I'm not really hearing it well in my headset. Just let me know, back up or shut up, one or the other. Okay.
Got it. Yeah, so far you're clear. Now what did happen was it seems to pop in and out, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. We do hear you clearly.
Okay. Copy that.
Okay.
And I am doing Chuck from one of the top 10 that you suggested there.
Nice. Those are some good ones. So I'm looking forward to seeing which one you chose and you just diving in.
The other
Okay.
times I left work. Oh, Yep.
I'm sorry, guys.
Thanks.
Sorry.
No
Yeah,
worries.
I'm
No
sorry.
worries.
I'll go ahead and
And
introduce you now. So what I'll
yeah.
do is have you take your time. Thank you
Okay.
for coming, and then I'm going to mute my mic, and you have the floor.
The other times I left the work area was on account of my boy. There's always something going on with him and my girlfriend. Without me, I have to be there for my family when they need me. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. If it means me losing my job, then so be it. But what is a man supposed to do, Darla? How am I supposed to take care of my family? I'm focused on my job. But when I get a frantic phone call, the blood drained from me, and all I can see is my family. It's my fault. I left the inventory unattended. But when your girlfriend calls you up crying in a panic on the phone because your child is injured, it's hard to think rationally while I'm in the thick of it. And I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm smart enough to recognize that fact. And I guess what I'm staring at is that I'm asking you to have some compassion for me, for my loved ones, some understanding that I'm trying real hard, and I feel lucky you've given me this chance. I feel blessed. For the first time in a long time, I feel like, I don't know, like I'm adding up to something that I actually mean something to others. My self-esteem, confidence goes a long way when you can put food on the table. And I plan on marrying Cassandra. I love her, and I'm trying to save up for a ring. This is all I got. Please give me one more chance. Please, just one more shot, and I swear I won't let you down, no matter what, Darla. No matter what. Scene.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Really great job. I love how you took your time, and you definitely found an angle to connect emotionally. Really, really good job, Mark.
Thanks a lot. Coming back.
Yeah.
It takes a minute.
Yes, I understand. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. Please, you're welcome to hang out. Make sure I have your contact information in the normal chat, as well as when this is over, if you don't mind placing it in the comments, and you'll be available for a callback.
Sure, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. All right. Very nice. Next in line. Nice to have you here. So I see you're not afraid at all. You're a Cam.
Hey, Frank, what's going on? Jesus Mitchell from West Virginia.
From West Virginia. Wow.
We've been talking by email, remember?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and I've been sending a few emails out to different people asking questions. Okay, so how do you feel? You feel like you got a good monologue here?
I've got this.
Very nice. Okay, so it's up to you. Do you want to have your cam on or off for your?
I'm gonna have my cam on.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, then what I'll do.
Now I'm at a hotel. I will let you know I'm at a hotel. We're actually at the beach.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Hopefully you won't get any interruptions or anything.
So I'm doing the movie called Easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been working on in school and stuff.
Okay. All right, very good. I'm going to mute my mic and give you the floor, sir.
Okay. Olive, I've been hearing things. You know what I'm talking about, and I don't like it. Why does everyone always have to post everything on Facebook for the whole world to see it? What is wrong with your generation? Have to document every single thought that comes to your head? They're not all gems. You know, Rome is having an okay day. Hopes that the ice cream store still has Rocky Road. Who gives a rat's ass? I guess it wouldn't matter so much if I didn't like you. You're a great girl. And I'm just thinking that all this is just an act. I'm just curious. Why? Why are you doing this? I just don't want to see this damage you. You're one of the few who actually reads the book. If I get one more paper about Hector took baths and spoke a horrible British accent, I'm really sorry I had to send you to the principal. But if you tell anyone, I will deny it. I really want to cheer with the rest of the class.
Is that
I'm
scene?
done.
Thank you. All right. Good job. Thank you, sir. That is all we needed. Did you make sure that you have your contact information?
Yes, I still got you in the email.
Okay. All right, beautiful. I want to make sure that I
So
have
what's your thoughts?
So I'm deliberately not giving feedback as we
Okay.
go through, only because, like, if I had the time, I would, but only because we
Yes.
still have like 9 people in the back. I want to make sure I respect their time.
Okay.
But when callbacks happen, and if I call you back for a callback, that's when we'll take time to really work scenes and give notes.
Okay, no problem.
All right, Jesus, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. And I'm bringing up Vaughn the Great. Vaughn, so glad to have you here, sir. How you doing?
Good to be here, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you nice and clear. So you
Great.
decided to go ahead and jump on the monologue and give us an audition.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I am very, very happy to do that. You've been a day one supporter for my other stream, Talk with Frank Gooden, and I'm always happy to give you a shot here, give you an opportunity to work with me on projects like this.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so what I want to do, you found your monologue, you've done your practice, and I'm gonna go ahead and fall back now. I'm gonna mute my mic and go ahead and give you the floor. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Take your time. You have the floor, sir.
Okay, my name is Vaughn Bryant, and I am auditioning from Pasadena, California. So you think I'm a fool, huh? You think I'm a fool, Isaiah? What is this? I said, what is this? I found this in your room today, and don't tell me this shit doesn't belong to you. God, son, absolutely, what are you thinking? Drugs? You brought drugs into my home, our house? Who gave you this shit? You know me and your mother didn't raise you like this. And this is how you repay the both of us? We're out here busting our ass, trying to make sure that you have everything you need, son. Where did you get this from? You know what? You're going to take this shit right here and you're going to get it the hell out of my house. As a matter of fact, get your shit too. We can no longer allow you to stay here as much as it breaks my heart. But son, you got to go. You got to go. Scene.
Very good job, Vaughn. Especially, I don't know if you have acting background, but very powerful, sir.
Wow.
Very powerful.
I was nervous. I've never done this before.
Gail put it in let me just throw this up here real quick. Your first time ever, and I will take the time just to go ahead and give you, some supportive feedback here, letting you know you did a great job, especially for your first time. Very powerful.
Wow, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Vaughn, so we have a musical talent here just for everybody that's watching. And now he's showing a little acting talent as well.
Wow.
Yes.
I appreciate the opportunity, Frank.
Thank you. So I know how to get in touch with you when it's time for callbacks.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you later.
All right.
Okay. Next, you see, I'm bringing up Uncle. Now, is this Uncle Gidge? Let me know how you say your name.
Can you hear me? Yeah, it's Uncle Jidge. But
Uncle Gidge.
I signed in from my YouTube channel as opposed to my personal channel, so that's why you guys are seeing the Curtis Magic and Uncle Jidge show thing. So,
Oh, got it. Yeah, all good.
okay, cool. Yeah, really appreciate the opportunity here. My name is Sam Manuel, and I'm coming to you guys from St. Louis, Missouri. So,
St. Louis.
that's right, St.
okay.
Lunatic. I was in Atlanta. A crazy story. I was in LA for 10 years and then moved to Atlanta to be a little closer to family. And then when the pandemic hit, came home to just, buckle down with the family. And my sister ended up, actually, she and I both ended up in the hospital with COVID. And
sorry to hear that.
we were grateful to be, to survive it and move forward. And so anyway, I just decided it was time to be closer to family. And so that's why I'm coming from, and we built a sound booth, an audio booth in our basement, so I'm just rocking from there. So
your audio is great, by the way.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, and as you know, with the YouTube thing, yes,
yeah. Well, and I do some voiceover. So I've narrated on I narrated a book and done video games and some stuff like that. So I do enjoy it. So for sure.
Nice. It's great to hear that you're bringing experience. That this
absolutely
is nothing new to you here.
Absolutely, really looking forward to projects like this, and so excited to be a part of it. And I got to give a quick shout out to my buddy Kate, who is part of the Atlanta Actors Collective, and she's the one that sent me the link. So really appreciate it.
All right, yeah. Shout out to Kate.
Yeah, absolutely. shout outs. So,
and very glad that she told you. I'm looking forward to your audition.
Yeah,
and yeah, what I'll do now is I'm gonna cut my cam.
Okay. How's the audio's doing? Okay, so everything's good there. Okay, great.
Your audio is clean.
Great.
Clean.
Awesome.
Okay, so what I'll do is mute my mic and give you the floor.
Okay, dope. All right, I'm doing a monologue from one of my favorite television shows, Better Call Saul. So here we go. Christy, hey, Miss Esposito, hold up. Hey, Jimmy McGill, we met inside. Hi. You didn't get it, and you were never going to get it. They dangle these things in front of you, and they tell you got a chance, but I'm sorry. It's a lie because they'd already made up their mind and they knew what they were going to do before you even walked in the door. You made a mistake and they're never going to let you forget it. I mean, as far as they're concerned, you are that mistake. And that's it. It's going to follow you forever. And I'm not just talking about the scholarship here. I'm talking about everything. I mean, they'll smile at you and they'll pat you on the head, but they're never, ever going to let you in. But listen, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because you don't need them. They're not going to give it to you. So what? You're going to take it. And you're going to do whatever it takes. Do you hear me? You're not going to play by the rules. You're not going to go and do it any other way but your own way. And just because they say the way you doing it isn't the way they'd want you to do it, that doesn't matter. You're going to be smarter than them, and you're going to cut corners, and you're going to win. They're on the 35th floor. So what? You're going to be on the 50th floor, and you're going to be looking down on them. And the higher you rise, the more they're going to hate you. But that's okay. Good. Rub it in their noses and make them suffer. Because you don't matter at all to them. So what? Screw them. Remember, the winner takes it all. I mean, you understand what I'm trying to tell you, right? All right. Okay. Now get him. Scene.
Sir, your experience shows. Very good job.
Appreciate you, man. Really happy. Listen, I just also want to say shout out to you. This is what a great format to do auditions. Fantastic. Great idea.
Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be part of it. It's as I'm sure you've gathered, this every single part of this is going to be in this way.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know if anybody's doing this type of thing in this particular way, but hopefully more people do it. You know, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Well, hey, I really appreciate it. And I'll make sure to drop all my information. You and I have been dialoguing via Messenger. So I'll make sure you have all of my information.
Okay, thank you so much. I love I love your talent is clear. The
Thank you,
experience
sir.
is clear. Great job on your audition, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Frank. All right, peace, everybody.
All right. All right. All right. Next up, we have here Hattie Knight. Did I say your name right?
Yes, you did. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So glad to have you here. How did you actually hear about this one? I kind of want to ask that too. As well.
Yeah, I'm a member of the actors and directors Facebook page group. And so when you dropped it in there, I always receive notifications when something new gets in there. And so I
Yeah.
find out about auditions across the country.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm in Dallas, Texas, by the way. I moved here right before COVID from Maryland. So
From
so I'm
Maryland to
auditioning
Dallas.
from Dallas.
Okay. All right. Well, what I'll do is go ahead and kind of fall back and I'll let you give your kind of formal introduction in where you're from, and I'll just give you the floor. Take your time.
All right. My name is Hattie Knight, and I am doing a monologue from Your Money's Worth. Believe it or not, sometimes my life sucks beyond the telling of it. And I don't understand why me trying to kill myself makes you want to buy me new clothes and clean my apartment. Buying new clothes doesn't fix clinical depression. You're sitting there telling me to tie a ribbon on a gunshot wound. I didn't come in here and say, fix me. I work. I work every goddamn day. I got myself to class when I wanted to kill myself. I've held down jobs, gone to work when I would have rather drank bleach. I made friends. I supported them in times of crisis. I've even dated, all while being in a living hell. I work. You don't know me. You don't know what my life is, and you can't blame me for feeling desperate, for wanting a way out. I'm not all the other people you've treated. So stop treating me like an age group. I'm a human being. Normally, I just make another appointment, cancel it, and ignore your calls. But I've confronted you. And you know what? That's huge for me. I've aired my grievances. You refuse to acknowledge me. And now I'm done. One of us is being insane. And for once, it's not me. Scene.
I'm over here smiling. Very nice audition. Very nice. And to me, your experience, you come across as very experienced and practiced as well, Hattie.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I wish everyone well. Break a leg.
Good stuff. Thanks for participating. Make sure I have your contact info.
I will, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, next we're bringing in. So let's see if I can say this correctly. Is this Joaquin?
It's Joaquin.
Joaquin. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, nice. Glad to have you here. So where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, nice. Right here with me.
Uh-huh.
Right here with me. Beautiful. Okay. So do you have any questions before I give you the floor?
No, just the only thing is, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, your audio is clear.
All right.
Okay. All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to mute my mic. You can take your time, and you have the floor.
Okay. Mama, I don't know if I can make you understand. Sometimes it's like I can see my future stretched out in front of me, just as plain as day. The future, Mama, hanging over there at the edge of my days, just waiting for me. A big looming blank space full of nothing, just waiting for me. But it don't have to be. Sometimes when I'm downtown and I pass those cool, quiet looking restaurants where those boys are sitting back talking about things, sitting there turning deals worth millions of dollars. Sometimes I see guys that don't look much older than me. Why I talk so much about money? Because it is life, mama. It was always money. We just didn't know it. Sing.
Nice work. Nice work. Joaquin. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to get on top of that and participate. You're right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Do I have your contact info?
I don't think you did. I think I had wrote you in the messenger, but what I can do is I can see my email and contact info.
Okay. Now I do prefer, if possible, when you go back to the main chat, if you could do your whatever name you want to go by and the email address there too. It'll just be something that'll be quick for me. Now you can do it the other way too, and I'll locate you that way, but it'll be a little easier for me if it's right here on the actual video.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you. Good job, sir. Appreciate you.
I appreciate the opportunity, and great job, everyone, and best wishes to those that's coming up.
You're welcome. Okay, bro. Have a good day.
Same to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jonathan was a little nervous earlier, but you'll be fine.
Hey there. Hold on. Let me just see if the volume's up. Like, you got a little muffled there for a second.
Okay.
There you go. You're perfect now. Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. Now I was saying welcome. You're gonna do great. Don't be nervous. This is a supportive environment.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Sorry, I wasn't even sure. Thanks for the time, by the way. I wasn't sure that the internet. I didn't know the internet was going to go out. We've been having some issues lately here, but yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, no. So, is this one of your first times, or have you done?
Oh, this is one of my first times. I've been doing a few auditions for a few other movies, but I'm still. This is one of my first times.
Okay, well then the key here, and because I always like for the people who are kind of jumping in for the first time to know one of your keys is to always just take your time, make sure you're settled in, and even if you flub a word or whatever, you just keep it right going. Nobody will be able to tell, as long as you just maintain the emotional connection that you're creating with the material.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to mute my mic. We'll have you introduce yourself and then where you are auditioning from, and then take your time and you can go right in. You have the floor.
Right then. My name is Jonathan Licata. I'm auditioning from Spotsylvania, Virginia, on the East Coast, and I'm currently going ahead and doing a monologue from The String of False Starts by Joseph Unknown. It was on your list provided on the Facebook account. Okay. Changing your mind again, huh, Harry? No focus? 1 week you're hot and excited about one idea and you run with it for like a week, maybe a month, before it starts to fizzle out. Because you realize you got to do the work, the real work, to make that idea come to life. And as soon as it gets too hard, you magically come up with a new idea and you get all jazzed up about it. Because it's the honest idea you've ever had yet, and you sell it like your life depends on it, right? Your emotions can't be wrong, and on your cycle goes. A year goes by, 5, 10, and it's a life of nothing but a long string of false starts. A giant circle jerk of genius concepts that never see the light of day. If only this, if only that, but if I had this, but if I had that, excuses. Sometimes you'll even go back on an idea you'll revisit. It's only the start of the whole process all over again. So much time wasted. Look at yourself. Look where you are, you You happy? Live at home with mom and no direction for your life? For your own life? No girlfriend, no friends? And now you've quit your first job, your first good job you've ever had. You should kick your own ass. I mean, literally, take a step back and launch your fist into your face because only you know the real truth to all your tricks, lies, and bullshit stories. Are you tired of your stupid self? End scene.
You have me over here laughing. Good stuff, Jonathan. And I like how, again, I'm really excited to hear when we have, people who are really new to it, especially in this type of environment, just go ahead and take that chance, take that risk, and throw themselves all the way into the material. And you did it. You pulled, there are all kinds of things that you threw into yourself into this. And I like that you weren't afraid to take it melodramatic, because this is where we're going with this, in some ways. So good job, sir. For one of your first performances, I could kind of hear your nervousness fall away as you went into it.
Let me be honest, I was spending all night trying to find a good monologue for this, and honestly, I was hitting some like dead notes. I was hitting some like, should I go ahead for the Tyrion Lannister speech? Should I go ahead for the Incredibles villain monologue? But then I went ahead into the audition, and I was like, I don't know what the position was. I was in line, and I heard all the monologues, and they were like deep and very rich in drama and value when it comes to things. So I went ahead back to the Facebook page and quickly started searching through the monologues to see what would be a good fit. And it was either this or the Killing. I think it was The Killing You by Joseph Arnone. So I went ahead and took a chance for the strings of false starts here. So yeah, thank you.
It gave you material. Yeah, you had the material here to really dive in. So I think you did well, especially for one of your first ones ever.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Well, thank you for your time here. Make sure that I have your contact information.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Let me just write it down here onto the YouTube chat once again.
Yes, YouTube chat. Make sure I have that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put you in the back. Actually, I'm gonna make some room for the next callers.
Oh, I need to click the Leave Studio button. Gotcha.
Yes.
See ya.
All right. See you later. Thank you. Okay. Next up, and I'm just going, just so everybody knows, I'm just going in order of the call-ins. So thank you for your patience here. I think we're moving at a really nice pace. Next up, I have Amanda Williams with us. Amanda, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You see, I'm excited. Like, I'm absolutely over the top excited about this project and the fact that it's so new. So I'm very, very happy to have you all come and audition.
Yes, I am as well. This is my first time doing anything like this, so.
Okay, here we go. Another first timer. So remember, chat, be supportive. And the chat has been really amazing with this as well. We want this to be a positive experience for you. Thank you for, just saying, hey, let me just jump in here and see what I can do.
Of course. Thank you for the opportunity. And I'm coming in from Jacksonville, Florida as well.
Jacksonville, Florida, same here. Okay. All right, very good. So I assume you have your monologue prepared, and I'm assuming you ready to go on that, right? Good to go?
I am. I actually chose from the list that you provided.
Nice. Okay, then what I'm going to do is let you intro yourself once more. Remember, I'll give you the same advice as I gave John, the previous caller. Settle, just take your time, and then do not be afraid to dive all the way in emotionally. I hope you're in a space where you can do that.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself. Take your time. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, again, my name is Amanda Williams, coming in from Jacksonville, Florida. Okay? I keep things in. Things. Emotions. My emotions. I know that's probably not a good thing. Life has made me that way, I guess. I have a tendency to show no emotion when I'm feeling emotion. I just have a hard time opening up to someone. I get closed off. I feel that by being emotional in front of someone kind of makes me very vulnerable and weak. And I have a hard time with that. You know, being in that state of vulnerability, it takes it it's not a place where I like to be because I feel like I'm not in control. When I'm not in control, I get anxiety. Whenever I truly loved anybody and opened up myself to them, they have always stabbed me in the back. I have a hard time with that. Trusting people. It can be anyone. Friends, family, boyfriend. I'm not sure if I truly trust anyone in my life. It's sort of a protective shield I've put up, and it only gets stronger with me. I do desire to be more vulnerable, but at this time, I desire to stay protected. I feel torn. Every time I do take a risk, I get hurt. Not sure if I should keep taking those risks and sing.
Thank you, Amanda. Let me tell you, that came across as very authentic. It really did. Came
Thank
across as honest. Yeah, it felt like that was you that was, kind of revealing these things about yourself. And so for
thank you.
that, yes, very, very natural audition, especially for your first time. Hey,
Thank
chat, let her know. Let her know she did a good job.
you. I was nervous, but thank you again for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Way to push through. Make sure I have your contact information.
All right. Have a blessed one.
All right, you too. Okay, guys, we are rolling through. And we still have people that are lined up in the back. This is so good. Let's keep it going. We next have Val Esguera, and make sure let me know if I mispronounced your last name because that might be a Hispanic last name, maybe. Val,
Hey Frank, can you hear me okay?
yes.
Yeah, I can't hear you too well, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I'm Val
Oh,
Escara.
mhm.
Yeah, and I'm from Jacksonville.
Okay. Well, Val, hopefully you can hear me. I'm right here. Can you hear me okay now? Just a little?
You're coming in and out, but I can make it out. I can make it out.
Okay. Okay, then this is what I'll do. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna give you the floor. Just take your time and you can do your introduction and then you can take your time and go into your monologue.
Okay. My
Okay.
name is Val Escara. I'm going to read two short pieces to showcase age range. So I'm going to read from Raisin in the Sun. I'll read a short paragraph from Benita, and I'll read a short paragraph from Lena. Okay. When I was very small, we used to take our sleds out in the wintertime, and the only hills we had were the ice-covered stone steps of some houses down the street. And we used to fill them up with snow and make them smooth and slide down them all day. And it was very dangerous, far too steep. And sure enough, one day a kid named Rufus came down too fast and hit the sidewalk. And we saw his face just split open right there in front of us. And I remember standing there, looking at his bloody open face, thinking, that's the end of Rufus. But the ambulance came and they took him to the hospital. They fixed the broken bones and they sewed it all up. And the next time I saw Rufus, he just had a little line down the middle of his face I never got over that. That was what one person could do for another. Fix them up. Sew up the problem. Make them all right again. And I also want to do a short piece that Lena does.
Okay, great job. Yes, that's totally
Listen
fine.
now.
Yes.
Listen to
Yeah,
me
you're
now. I
okay.
say I've
Yeah.
been wrong, son. That I've been doing to you what the rest of the world been doing to you. Walter, what you ain't never understood is that I ain't got nothing. Don't own nothing. Ain't never really wanted nothing that wasn't for you. There ain't nothing as precious to me. Nothing as precious to me. There ain't nothing worth holding on to. Money, dreams, nothing else. If it means I'm gonna destroy my boy. That's it.
Thank you. You know, and you did do exactly what you intended to do. You did show range. And I liked where you took the second one too, just to let you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just make sure I have your contact information for callbacks, and I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the bag and bring up our next person. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Val.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Okay, I'm bringing up Veronica. Veronica is actually, she's about to go teach a class. She's actually, I think, in a learning environment. Veronica, can you hear me? Veronica, let's see. I have actually two separate streams for you. I'm gonna put this one back down. I'm gonna put this one up. Veronica,
There we
can
go.
you? All right, yeah, because I have two separate ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and just.
Oh,
I'll wait until you're done. So yeah, understand you're kind of in a learning environment, and you said you had a class, right?
yes, I have 3 early students that are about to hear this monologue. So,
Okay, well, I want to do what's most comfortable. I'll be here for a while if you want to wait until later, or because
I'm good to go. I've
Mhm.
done this monologue several times before, so I'm
Okay.
comfortable.
All right, you're good to go. Okay, very good. Then I'm gonna go ahead and slide back, mute myself, give you the floor. Let us know where you are auditioning from.
All right. My name is Veronica Lowe, and I am auditioning from Washington, D.C. When I was a little girl, I used to say to her, I love you to the moon and down again around the stars and back again. And she used to say to me, I love you to the sun and down again around the world and back again. And I used to think, wow, I love you and you love me. What went wrong, Mom? I love you and you love me. What went wrong? I know you love me, Mom, and so what? So what? I'm over here and you're over there, and you hate me for the things I've done to you, and I hate you for the things you've done to me, and so what? You stand there and you ask if they love their daughter, and they say yes, and you think you've asked something real. Just because you throw the word love around like a frisbee, we're all supposed to get all warm and runny. No. You see, something happens to some people. Their love is like a gun that just keeps firing right into your head. They love you so much that you go right into a hospital. They're so busy loving you, they forget you exist. So I know you love me. I know you love me, Mom, but there's something you learn when you grow up. It's that love is too much. It's too much, and it's not enough. Thank you.
Veronica, that was outstanding.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely demonstrating why you are an instructor. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Great, great, great. Great job, Veronica,
Oh,
with that
thank you so much.
monologue. You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, well, I know your students are now looking at you like, okay, we
Yep,
ready.
nope, they're
Whatever
looking
you
at me
got.
like I'm an insane person. It's great.
Yes. Hopefully this is even something that can be, part ways instructive. You can pull something from what you did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. Okay, well, make sure I have your contact information.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you're gonna see, people in the chat, giving you that positive affirmation as well. Good stuff.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Veronica.
All right, my pleasure. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Okay, so I'm gonna pull next up. I see Shanita is trying to come in, but it's telling me that the device isn't connected, Shanita. So, okay, wait, here we go. Here we go. Shanita, there we go.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Yeah, you were next. I didn't want to skip you. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. And you?
Doing great. Doing great. You see, I'm having a ball over here.
Yes.
So glad you are also a day one supporter from Talk with Frank Gooden. So glad that you decided to come in here and decide to throw yourself in there as well. Have you acted before? Do you have experience?
In the past,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I reunited with an old friend of mine. She found me through you,
Mm-hmm.
and she was the person that connected us with each other back in 2011. I told her that I thought it was from her event. She said, no, we went to his event to view his movie. And this was back in 2011. Her name is Tani.
Tani, yes.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes. So she saw me on Facebook. I think she found me through your page because we're
Mm-hmm.
friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so she reached out to me, and we haven't talked in a long time. And I told her about you have a YouTube page and
Mm-hmm.
that you were having this audition as well.
All right. You think she's gonna come through and say hey?
I don't know.
Maybe.
She's really busy, but I told
Mhm.
her I'll remind her at least about your YouTube page so
Yeah.
she could try to follow you. And
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
had nothing but great things to say about you. And
Thank
she
you.
said, no, Shanita, you went to his event with me because she had
Right.
an event too as well. So I thought you was at her event, but I went with her to support your event.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's always good to be reconnected. Small world, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, that was 10 years ago. Wow.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. All right, Shanita. So I'm assuming you're ready. You've done your practicing. You ready to dive in?
Yes, and I just wanted to tell you, when I think about life or death, I think about the 7 rules of life. And so I'm going to be reading that out to everyone. And I hope that someone be encouraged about the 7 rules of life.
Okay. That sounds good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just fall back, throw yourself into it. I'm gonna mute myself. You can kind of reintroduce yourself and where you're auditioning from, and you have the floor.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Shanita Richardson, and I'm auditioning from Tampa, Florida. The 7 rules of life. Number 1, smile. It always works out in the end. Number 2, be kind.
Hang on, Shanita. Did we lose you? We heard number 2, be kind. So hang on, Shanita. Okay, I think
Sorry, my phone. I'm sorry, my phone went out. Did you
okay.
get number 3,
No.
Frank?
So the last thing we heard was number 2, be kind. And
Hello?
then, hello, you there? You there? Shanita, are you there? 1 2 1 2
Hello?
1 2. I don't think Shanita can hear us. Let me type it here in the chat. Okay, looks like she's gonna call back, guys. So yeah, these guys, remember, this is funny. We got, having a live audition chat from All over, people are auditioning and calling in from all over the country. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can bring her back in now. All right, Shanita.
Okay, I'm sorry, but for some reason the StreamYard going in and out.
Okay, no problem.
Did you hear number 2?
So I heard you introduce number 2, which was "Be Kind," and then
Okay.
that's all we heard.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to move a little fast just in case it go out again, okay?
Okay, all right.
Be kind. You have the power to make people feel good. Number 3, don't give up. If it doesn't work the first time, find another way. Number 4, don't compare. Everyone's on a different journey. Number 5, avoid negativity. Avoid negative thoughts and situations and people. Number 6, make peace.
Uh-oh. Looks like we may have lost her again. I'm gonna ask people if you in the
Can
chat.
you hear me?
Yes, now I got you back. I got you back. Oh, and we just lost you. We're having now with I noticed even in the back, we were having connection problems with Shanita. She was like in and out, device was connected, device was not connected. So it looks like we got her back. Let me bring her in. Oh, she's
Did you hear number 6?
Go ahead and start with number 6.
Okay. Make peace with your past. Focus on being present and creating a better future. Number 7, take care of your body and mind. One struggles to survive without the other. And I'm sorry about that. It's something going on with me on my end with the StreamYard.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I noticed it was kind of in and out, but you were able to get this out. Thank you for your time. And, I'm going to also invite you later to do something a little bit more traditional if you want as well. This one was non-traditional, and I thank you for it. I want to hear some other stuff from you. So I'll talk to you about it in the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Talk later, Shanita. Okay. So I got next up, I have Jazz. Jazz, are you ready?
Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. So, hopefully you've been kind of listening in and following along, and you see the direction that we've been going.
Yeah, I did end up picking a monologue from the list that you sent. Just to
Nice.
start, my name is Jazz. I will be auditioning out of Greenville, South Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah, let me make sure I kind of shake off all my nerves. It's been some great talent so far.
Yes, don't worry. Yes, because here's the thing. Yeah, about that. I'm casting for 25 roles, so I want everybody to just throw yourself in and hey, take your time. No need to be nervous at all. Let's show everybody what you got.
All right. So
Okay.
I will be performing the monologue Attention.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm going to mute my mic and fall back.
Attention. That's all you want, isn't it? That's what you do. It's why you always create drama in this family. It's the attention of it all. You're never happy, are you? Unless the world is talking about you, you can't live without creating some kind of drama so everyone can be thinking about you. And that makes you happy. I'm getting sick of this. I don't know what you're going through, but it's got to come to an end. Why are you so sick in the head? Why can't you just be normal and not be so crazy? There are better things that you could do for people to think of you. Maybe do some good stuff once in a while. And I bet not only will everyone think of you, but maybe they'll think about you in a positive way. And maybe you can feel good about yourself. Don't you want to feel good about yourself? And scene.
Good job. Are you? It's so funny. My 9-year-old is with me. She just clapped.
Oh, she
Good.
clapped. Thank
Yes, she
you.
did. Good job. So you said that this is also you're pretty new to this type of thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty new to it. I'm just super dramatic.
Gotcha. We love it. That's what we want. As I explained in one of the videos, we're tending towards melodrama, and so we love it when we bring the drama. And maybe my youngest daughter clapped because she also can be dramatic.
You're right.
That's good stuff. That's what we're looking for.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I know you said something about contact info.
Yes, make sure that you leave your contact info in the in the live chat, the YouTube chat.
Mhm.
Yeah, that way that I can find it when it's time for callbacks.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye bye. Okay, next we're bringing in Alexis Mack. Alexis Mack, you are here. Looks like you are ready to go. I see a white screen.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you clearly.
Okay, so sorry, my camera broke and I thought I put it stop cam. Let me do that. Okay,
There
here
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Absolutely good. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you're ready. You see the kind of the direction that we've been going.
Yes.
All right, very nice. All right, so you can tell us a little about yourself and where you're calling from, and then you can kind of take your time. I'm going to give you the floor, and go ahead and mute myself.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexis Mack. I'm calling in from Conyers, Georgia, a couple of minutes from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll be reading a monologue called Treat Me Nice by Joseph Arnon. Okay, here we go. Look, I know you haven't felt well lately. I know that you aren't well, so it's hard for me to say this, but I wish we were close. I wish we were friends. I don't like waking up in the mornings, scrambling your eggs while you shout obscenities at me in the background about things that don't deserve shouting. I understand it's hard for you. I get that. But you don't get that I'm a person. I'm not some, worker you hired to cook and clean. I am your daughter. I don't feel like I'm your daughter, but I am, I guess. Look, Mom, these are the cards we were dealt with, okay? I am sorry I'm not all that you hoped for, and that this life we live here together isn't glamorous, and that Dad decided to leave when I was just a baby, but you can't make it seem as if it's all my fault. I didn't even know the guy, never even met him. And I just want to say that I try. I try to be a good daughter, I try to be there for you, but you're just so rude, and I can't take it anymore. Be nice to me. I deserve to be treated nice. Scene.
Thank you. That was a very meaty dialogue monologue. It is very ripe. This is what I'm gonna do. If you want to hang on, and it's up to you,
Okay.
but you have an opportunity here to really dive in. And so I want to give you a note. I have two more that are waiting in the back. And if you want, I want to give you an opportunity to do that again because I want to see if there's some things that you can add to what you did.
Sure.
Okay. So the first note is I want you, when you perform this again, I want you to go half as fast as you just went. I want
Half
you to
as fast.
slow your pacing all the way down. Like
Okay.
it's gonna feel really unusual and weird to you right at first because I see your natural pace is where it
Mhm.
was, but seriously slow it all the way down. And then see if you can see if you can approach this from the standpoint of being you feel as if you were wounded. I'm gonna say that you have been wounded. Maybe parts of it is accusing, but just see if you can vibe into the fact that you've been hurt.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you in the back. I'm gonna leave you in the back. I'm going to go through these two, and then I'm going to bring you back up while you see if you can process those notes.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, good stuff. All right. Okay. Next up, bringing up Dominique K. Glad to have you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, so I see that you have, and I actually got a little bit of inside information with you as well. I'm looking forward to seeing the kind of monologue that you pick and you just throwing yourself in here. Please let us know. You can kind of introduce yourself and where you are auditioning from.
All right, so a little bit about myself. My name is Dominique Kilpatrick. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. This is my first time ever doing this, so I'm gonna give it a
Okay.
shot.
So you know
The
what? Pause
monologue
right
that I
here
picked,
then. Go ahead.
the monologue that I picked is "Wasted Talent" from the top 10. So
Okay, so
that's what I
hang
got.
on before you dive in. So we have another first time ever. So chat, definitely want to send the positive vibes. What I'll say for you, Dom, is to definitely take your time. Take your time, and just settle right in. And I'm sure you're gonna do great.
All right,
Okay.
give
All
me
right.
a
I'm gonna go
second.
ahead and
Here we
mute
go.
myself. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mute
All right,
myself, and I'm gonna give you the floor.
all right, appreciate it. He stopped believing. That's it. That's why he failed. He quit. So much talent, so much potential, but he stopped believing in himself. He lost his way because he couldn't figure out what to do next with his career. I guess all that stress finally caught up and broke him. His music was great. I would listen to it all the time. It'd get me pumped up and in an emotional state, and his lyrics never got old. No one gave him a chance. But I think in this time and age, that really don't even matter. He didn't give himself a chance to figure out what to do next with his career. I mean, maybe it was the fear from doubting himself and it crippled his ambition. He did it for so long with no financial gain, no recognition for his genius that he couldn't do it no more. He gave up. And that's why he hung himself in the studio. He couldn't do it no more. It pains me because I believe in the guy more than he believed in himself. The number one lesson he forgot is to always do what you love for the sake of the journey. Nothing more rewarding than that. He lost sight of that. He forgot what it's all about. It's not about money. It's not about fame or accomplishments or the compliments. It's about expressing yourself for what you believe, because that's what the soul needs to keep enjoying the process. He lost track of the enjoyment, and instead, he found himself caught up where everybody else gets stuck on and seen.
Good job, bro. I like the way you threw yourself all the way in that, and the energy was high from beginning to end. Good job. Again, these first timers keep shocking us, fam. YouTube fam. Good job, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so just make sure I have your contact info. Plus, I know how to get in touch with you. So it looks like you popped off. Definitely make sure I have your contact info and you're good. Okay, so I see I have one that just called in, and I have one that actually has been trying to get an audition in from I believe the Dominican Republic, but that person is having connection issues. Let me check the private chat really quickly because I know where I'm going to go if the person's not going to be here. Yeah, currently in the Dominican Republic, and they're trying to stay connected. They're not here now, but I've noticed in the back they keep popping in and out. Let's see. Okay, so they just popped in. I'm going to see if we can get them in while they are connected. So Donna, all the way from the Dominican Republic. Now you're from Maryland. I believe you're maybe vacationing. Donna, can you hear us? Yeah, it's just the connection issues. Donna, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we're not getting anything from your end right now. So if you can hear me, go ahead and type in the private chat. I'm going to keep trying with you. I'm going to try to stay with you to see if we can't get your audition in. I will go ahead and put you back in the back. And let's go ahead and see if Alexis is ready. I'm going to bring Alexis back up for her second. So Alexis, were you able to process some of those?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very nice. All right, so yeah, I want to, because I think I know what I'm gonna get, but I want to hear it. So definitely
Okay.
process those two notes, and then I'm gonna go next to um Shino. I'm not gonna try to say this name because I don't want to butcher it. All right, Alexis. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and allow you to do one more. You can reintroduce yourself. I'm gonna mute myself, and you have the floor.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Alexis Mack. I am from Conyers, Georgia, and I'm reading a monologue called Treat Me Nice by Joseph Arnon. Look, I know you haven't been feeling well lately. I know that you aren't well, so it's hard for me to say this, but I wish we were close. I wish we were friends. I don't like waking up in the mornings, scrambling your eggs, while you shout obscenities at me in the background about things that don't deserve shouting. I understand it's hard for you. I get that. But you don't get that I am a person. I'm not some, worker you hired to cook and clean. I am your daughter. I don't feel like I'm your daughter, but I am, I guess. Look, Mom, these are the cards we're dealt with, okay? I'm sorry I'm not all that you hoped for, and that this life we live here together isn't glamorous, and that Dad decided to leave when I was just a baby, but you can't make it seem as if it's all my fault. I didn't even know the guy, never even met him. And I just want to say that I try, okay? I try to be there for you. I try to do all the good things a good daughter is supposed to do for her mother, but you're just so rude, and I can't take it anymore. Be nice to me. I deserve to be treated nice. I am worthy of being treated nice. See?
Alexis,
Yes.
that was really good. You take direction well, Alexis.
Thank
And
you.
that's always a good thing. Yeah, very good audition. I want you to go when all this is done and you go back and listen to them. I want you to listen to your first one and listen to your second one, and
Okay.
you're gonna immediately. So as we move forward, you'll with really anything that you do, I want you to not be afraid at all to throw yourself into these the way that you did this second time. That was very good.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
Good
much.
stuff. Yes, thank you. Thank you for actually for jumping back in it again and taking the direction.
Mhm. Thank you.
All right, good stuff. Make sure I have your contact info.
And I'm putting it in the public comments.
Yes, please. Public comments.
Okay.
Because I don't have the ability to save the private comments.
Okay, got it.
All right. All right, have a good day.
You as well.
Okay, now I'm going to try to pull Donna up. Just 1 second. Okay. All right, so I'm going to try to pull Donna up here, and then I'm going to go. Okay, so first, I see Donna's on mute. Donna, can you hear me? Let's see if we can get you in. The internet is being inconsistent for you over in the Dominican Republic. Whatever connection that you have, it's just being inconsistent. We see here that you're muted. Your mic is muted. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to continue to try to work with you. I'm not going to give up if you don't give up, Donna. And next, we're going to go to, let's see, Alexis is already. I'm just going to make some space there. Oh, there we go. All right. Next, and see, I don't want to butcher your name. I'm just going to say Miss Jordan.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. It's Shenosha.
Senosha. Thank you. Yeah, I would have butchered it. I'm so glad I
No,
waited.
I'm used to it.
Good stuff. Okay, so how are you today?
I'm good. I'm nervous. I've actually been here since the beginning, but didn't realize I had to have the YouTube app to like log in and everything. And thank you to Gail. I don't know if she's still listening, but she pointed me in the right direction for the link to call in. So thank you for that.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out to Gail, and I'm glad you decided to participate.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so you say you're a little nervous?
I am. I
Don't
know I'm
be.
so frazzled.
Well, don't be. Do you have a sort of a background in acting?
I
Or
do. I have a
Mhm,
little bit, but I kind of stepped away from it for some
mhm.
time and like more so on the writing side. So I haven't really
Mm,
performed much lately.
okay. Okay. Well, good. This will be a nice, thing for you to kind of get the toe back in the water. Supportive environment. Feel
Okay.
free. Yeah, as you see how I've been encouraging others, feel
Yes.
free to throw yourself all the way in.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll mute my mic. I'm gonna give the floor to you. You can reintroduce yourself and where you're auditioning from.
Okay. Thank you. I'm Shenosha Jordan, and I'm auditioning from San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to do a monologue that from the list that Frank provided from a one act called, I think, Don't Give Me Muffin. I'm not drunk, mother. I'm awake, wide awake. I see things very clearly. I see what you did to me growing up and how you left me to fend for myself. You don't remember, do you? All those times I had no choice but to walk into town and search through garbage containers and dumpsters behind McDonald's just so I could eat? If I never did that, I would have starved to death just like Louis. Well, he didn't starve. He died because he was too young to take it, right? This whole life, I'm done. I'm done thinking that one day it can change. The only real change that will ever happen is if I make the change myself, and I'm leaving. No more bumping into random men in our kitchen during the middle of the night. No more sleazy smells from all the booze and drugs you've been doing. No more waiting for a smile, a look, something, anything that tells me you see me. You never cared about me. You selfish waste of life. You only cared about me if it served you well in some way. Whenever I'm no use to you, I disappear from your mind. And now I'm disappearing for good. You can keep your life. I want no part of it. Scene.
Great job, Sinosha. This almost felt like it was straight out of what is it? Waiting to Exhale? Angela Bassett's character.
It does give that, doesn't it? A
Yeah, it
little.
does. Good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great job. Yeah, I could not tell if you were nervous at the beginning. It definitely fell away, and you had some really nice nuances in your
Thank you.
performance that we can talk about later. But yeah, great job.
Thanks so much for your time and for the opportunity.
You are welcome. Again, shout out to Gail.
Yes, thank you, Gail.
Good stuff. Okay. All right. So make sure I have your contact info.
Will do. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Next, we get a fellow YouTuber. I'm so glad to bring you up. Actually, hang on. I'm going to give you a proper introduction, but remember, we've been trying to get Donna in. Donna. I'm gonna stay with you because we just lost her. We're gonna stay with you, Melissa. Melissa Jane Live. You reached out on one of my earlier ones, and it sounds like you might be ready, Melissa.
As ready as I can be.
Hey, your audio is a little low for me.
How about now?
Okay, that's better. That's
Better?
better. Okay, and let's do a quick count to 5 just to make sure that it's consistent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, absolutely clear now.
Okay.
absolutely clear. So glad to have you here. You've been, as soon as you heard about the idea, this intrigued you kind of from the start. And I'm glad it intrigued you enough to actually want to be a part of it.
I'm adventurous.
Good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Absolutely. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I know you've probably been preparing, as I've been telling others, because this may be one of your first times with something like this, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have everybody again, keep the supportive environment, and I'm gonna ask you, Melissa, to take your time. I want you to, introduce yourself again and where you are auditioning from, and I'll give you the floor. Take your time.
Hi, my name is Melissa Jane, auditioning from Florida, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I'm going to read Don't Leave Me Without Muffin. I'm not drunk, Mom. I'm wide awake. I see things very clearly. I see what you did to me growing up and how you left me to fend for myself. You don't remember, do you? All those times I had no choice but to walk into town and search through garbage containers and dumpsters behind McDonald's just so that I could eat. If I never did that, I would have starved to death. Just like Louis. Well, he didn't starve. He died because he was too young to take it. Right? My whole life. I'm done. I'm done thinking that one day it can change. The only real change that I will ever happen is if I make the change myself. And I'm leaving. No more bumping into random men in our kitchen during the middle of the night. No more sleazy smells from all the booze and the drugs you've been taking. No more waiting for a smile, a look, something, anything that tells me that you see me. You never cared about me. You selfish waste of life. You only cared about me if it served you well in some way. Whenever I'm no use to you, I disappear from your mind. And now, I've disappeared for good. You can keep your life. I want no part of it. End of scene.
I gotta give the applause. Great job, Melissa. Great job. I continue to be floored by these first timers coming in here and killing it. Great, great, great job, Melissa Jane.
Thank you.
You went all the we did exactly what we asked. Yeah, you see Vaughn here. I want to throw this up. She's doing that. She did that. Great, great job. And see, you guys are doing, just so I'm a writer and I'm a director. You all, in terms of actors and actresses, performers, you're doing stuff that I cannot do. I don't think I can throw myself in the way that I'm asking, and basically requiring, what the story needs. So really, really great job, Melissa.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead.
Thank you to you as well for the opportunity. Great concept.
Thank you. You are welcome. Great job. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go back into the chat. And I see we have our next Donna is just trying to connect with us from the Dominican Republic. Donna, can you hear us? And guys, Donna's been trying to connect. She really wants to get this audition in. She really wants to. It's looking like, so Donna, if you get a chance, I want you to type in the main chat if you can. Okay, let's see. I'm actually reading this in private. If the internet doesn't cooperate, I'm happy to try.
Hello?
Haha, Donna, I hear you.
Let me just jump right in.
Okay, all right, do it.
Thanksgiving in the wilderness, Rita. You know what, jackass? The world is full of guys like you, sarcastic guys who spend their time cleverly pointing out the shortcoming of others, rolling their eyes, shaking their heads, passing judgment, and cracking jokes. You're not unique. You're just one more pretentious bastard. I've had enough of guys like you supposedly damaged guys who don't believe in monogamy anymore, who just want to sleep around, who announce ahead of time they're not interested in being someone's boyfriend. Novio. Ha! You think honesty makes you a decent person, but at the end of the day, you're still taking advantage of women who, for whatever reason, don't know that they deserve better. Emily's an amazing woman. She's beautiful. She is smart and funny. And if you think you can find another girl like her, you can't. She's one of a kind, and any guy would be lucky to have her. And one more thing. You treated her like last week's garbage. Okay. Fuck this shit. I give up. Let's go home. Adios, pollos. See.
Wow. Gail, I think, encapsulated it. Okay, jump on in then, Donna. You did. You did. Great job.
Gracias.
Can you hear me? You are welcome. You're welcome. Donna, make sure I have your contact information, okay?
What can I tell you?
Just have your contact. I'm probably gonna call
Yes,
you
what
back
do you-
for callbacks. So it's just your name and then an email
chat?
address. Yeah, in the normal chat, not the private chat, in the normal chat. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye. I think there's a delay there. All right. Thank you, Donna. That was great. All right. Oh, gosh. That was so good. That was so good. Let's see here. Let me bring the camera back up here. Oh, wait a minute. Don't want to lose my camera. No. There we go. Okay. So I think we have now gone through everyone in the back. And at this point, what I'm going to do is just give a little time. Let's see. We've been going now for an hour and 40 minutes. Everyone that was in line who wanted to audition has had the opportunity. It's been really great to hear the talent that come through from all over the country. Oh, and it looks like I have an experienced one coming in right here, and I'm glad to have him. And I've been on this brother's stream. He is a fellow filmmaker as well, multi-talented. I happen to know his name is Frank, but as you see here, the Fawcett Media Group. Sir, how you doing? Frank, you there?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Hear you. Are we in the same? Yeah. Are you in the studio with me or are you on the
Yo. What's happening?
Hey, are you in the studio or are you watching me via YouTube?
I'm on both, like a madman. But
Right,
so I was looking for my
cut
my
the YouTube.
monologue.
Oh, okay, yeah, take your time. Cut the YouTube one.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, there we go. Now we on the same page.
It's funny because like I told you last week, I was like, I missed your auditions, and I almost missed them again because I was looking over here. I was like, oh. That's all you're doing audio only. So I was like, oh yeah, let me just jump in here.
Yeah, audio only. That's and while you kind of getting settled and everything, let me actually talk a little bit about that because I think this is part of what might be a little cool about this whole thing. As you well know, when we having auditions and even when we're cast and we're in productions, the traditional thing, of course, is you gotta, when you go, you've got to show up to wherever the location is. You have to drive there. You got to drive back. You're worrying about how you look. Wardrobe has got to be right. Possibly, if you're for the ladies, you might have to have things with the makeup and hair. Maybe somewhat less so for the fellas. There's all these other elements. When we're doing what we're doing now, you don't have to leave your house. You don't even have to cam up. All you have to do is just bring your talent, and then when we are actually performing, it's the same thing. We're doing it at home. So as long as you have a strong internet connection, and the mic that's going to let you go ahead and project the way you need to, that's all you need. So yeah, man, this is
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's amazing. That's the amazing part of the technological, things. We didn't have this coming up in my day back in the day.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, and now it's just like it's just a few clicks away.
Yes.
Let me see if I can get this thing. So I have to re-download it because
Okay.
I was this is something I did a couple weeks ago. I
Okay.
promise y'all it'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth
Oh
it.
yeah, and no
No, I'm
problem.
joking.
I bet you will. No, I believe it. No, I'm honored to have you on here, Frank. What I'll
Okay.
do, you just let me
Yeah,
know.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
Ready,
then what
ready,
I'm gonna
ready.
do is give you a little bit of time to settle. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my cam and mute my mic. Have you reintroduce yourself and where you are auditioning from, and then I'm giving you the floor, sir.
What's up, y'all? It's Frank Fawcett Media. I'm going to do a piece of from Seven Guitars, an August Wilson play, the role of Floyd Schoolboy Barton, if you're familiar with the play. Yeah. I had 7 ways to go. They cut that down to 6. I say, let me try one of them 6. They cut that down to 5. Every time I push, they pull. They cut it down to 4. I say, what's the matter? Everything can't go wrong all the time. They cut that down to 3. I say, 3? 3 is better than 2. I really don't need but 1. They cut that down to 2. See, I'm going to Chicago. If I have to buy me a graveyard and kill everybody I see, I'm going to Chicago. I don't want to live my life without everybody I know live without. I don't want to do that. I want to live with. I don't know what you all think of yourself, but I think I'm supposed to have whatever it is. Have something, have anything. My mama lived and died and she ain't had nothing. If it ain't nothing but peace of mind, then let me have that. My mama ain't had 2 dimes to rub together and ain't had but 1 stick. She got to do without the fire, some kind of warmth in her life. I don't want to live in a cold house in a cold world. Let me have a little shelter from it. That's all I want. Floyd Barton is going to make his record. Floyd Barton is going to Chicago. See.
Very nice work, Frank. Very nice. And I know you just jumped in, yeah, and I could see, I know you just jumped in, and so that was just a kind of a first pass. But
well, I'm familiar with this one.
Yeah. No, I can not only that, I can definitely tell. I can tell your experience shines through, and there's some things that you were doing there also that were nuanced, and it was coming through your performance 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know how this mic was going to play because I'm right up on it. But
no, it didn't blow or anything. Great stuff.
Thank you. I think that's StreamYard. StreamYard's got some good help on there.
Gotcha. Well, you came through clean. Didn't overmodulate anything. It was good. And bottom line, the performance, the audition was just a good performance.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. I told you
Oh,
I like the idea, and I'm down to get down with some acting.
yeah, back in it. When's the last time you actually got a chance to perform?
Oh, I perform all the time. Like I auditioned for Young and the Restless last week.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and I'm shooting my own movies too. So I'm always keeping my skills sharp. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, I'm honored that you actually, are kind of looking our way a little bit over here. I'm gonna, I think as you probably heard, I'm gonna be having auditions probably for another 2 weeks before I do callbacks.
Yeah, man. Do your thing. Do the search, man.
Yeah, you know how it go. But
Yeah.
don't be surprised if you hear from me, sir.
Hey, I hope so. I hope so.
Okay.
All right. Is
All right.
Jen going to be in it too?
All right. I got to go through. Jane, she threw it in there. She threw it all the way
No,
in.
I'm talking about Jen, your other co-host.
Oh, and shout out to Jen. He's referring to my objections debate partner on my other show, on my other stream, Talk with Frank Gooden. Jen has not yet auditioned, so I don't know. She's real busy as well.
Yeah.
If she auditions, we'll see what she got. But something tells me Jen can bring the fire too.
Put the challenge out there,
Okay. Yeah, Jen, if you're listening, where you at?
Word up, man. Well, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming. And yeah, just you can go ahead and head back to the chat if you want. And I appreciate you taking the time.
All right. Later.
All right, bro. All right. Yeah. Good job, Melissa Jane. Melissa, you did really, really well too, especially for being a first timer. Like I said, y'all killing me. All right, so I got the cam back up. Killing me with this talent that you all are bringing. I admire you for what you're doing and how you can go in and really bring some things. So, this Life or Death is written in such a way where, like say most well-written films, there's a lot going on multiple levels. And so you have the dialogue that speaks in a couple different ways. What I like to tell people, one of the main differences between writing for the camera and writing for the stage is the presence of subtext. You don't necessarily have a whole lot of subtext when you're writing for the stage. And so you have a different element of a dramatic performance that speaks to people when you do that. It's a little different when you're writing for the camera. And Life or Death was written for the camera. When you write for the camera, you always want to make sure that you have subtext, because in real life, which is what we're seeking to emulate, people almost always say something and then mean something else. So we're speaking in ways where we're communicating things that's like metadata over and above the words that we actually use. And that's how Life or Death is written. So it's written so that you can really, really dive in and give some very, very melodramatic performances that hit home in multiple ways. So I'm looking forward to you all who can actually do that with your performances. Because let's see here, and I don't have anybody in the back. Well, part of what I was gonna do was talk just a little bit more about Life or Death. So I got some good stuff, some good information to bring to the viewing audience. But because we had such a full and lively and rich audition period here, where we had a lot of people come in and contribute their talents in a lot of different ways, I'm not going to belabor this one. I can do that for the next audition period, which I've decided I'm not going to do once a week for the last couple of weeks here. I'm going to go ahead and go to twice a week. So you'll see me post. Make sure that let me go ahead and throw this up real quick. Make sure that those of you who are watching, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will see the next live auditions pop up. And I'm going to go ahead and set that for Wednesday. Now, I haven't set the time yet, but it will be Wednesday, most likely in the evening. And then I'll do another one the following Saturday. And I'll go twice a week, probably for the next 2 weeks before I start really making decisions about callbacks. And what's cool is I invite you, since you all are paying attention, you all are following this as we go. I invite you to make your recommendations. If you want to see, someone in the callback, type it in the chat. We're going to do this all the way through. We got some votes coming in. I'll be paying attention as well as I go through, especially the main cast, as well as some of the more pivotal supporting cast. All right, because we're going to get closer and closer to actual callbacks. Okay. I'm just kind of going through now, making sure. So as we ease out here, I'm going to remind people who weren't here in the beginning to please click the thumbs up button. That helps get the word out, not only in auditions, but the entire production effort. And a reminder, especially for those who are still here now, you've probably already placed your contact information in the chat. That's fine, but I'm going to be ending the stream now here in the next couple minutes. So when you can and it's ended, and the comments will be open, go ahead and leave your name and your email as well, and that's another easy way. And again, this is really more for me, because these are live and these will be on YouTube. There will be others who will be casting, who will see this, and if they like your audition here, then I want them, of course, to be able to reach out to you for something that they may be doing. All right, Von's asking a good question here, because I've been saying callbacks, but for those of you who are relatively new, you may not know what a callback is. So this period is the audition period. We're going to go for another maybe 2 weeks probably. Callbacks are when I now go through and really begin actively matching the talent that has auditioned to their respective roles. But, when you cast, you don't just cast on the strength of just a pure audition and you sort of thinking, well, I think this person might be good for Ava or Caleb. Instead, we have a callback period where there may be, say, 2 or 3 people who I think would fit in a particular role. And so we call each one of them back separately to read for that role opposite someone else who they're in the same scene with. So for example, Caleb may be in a scene with Bianca. So, and I may have, say, 3 people that I'm strongly considering for Caleb, and I may have 3 people who I'm strongly considering for Bianca. So we'll do a callback where, I'll call up an actor for both Caleb and Bianca, actress for Bianca, bring them in, give them actual lines from the script, have them be able to prepare a little bit ahead of time with that so that they can come prepared, and then have them read off of each other and have that same process for every actress or actor that I'm considering. And then there may even be a little bit of mixing and matching just to test for things like chemistry, and so you go through that process to really find who you think is a great fit, as well as chemistry, who in our case really sounds well together. And so that's a process, not only that, but in this one, I've just been given straight auditions, but with callbacks, you get a chance to take a little direction. I get a chance to give direction, and the actors take a little direction, and it gives me an opportunity to also see how you respond to very specific direction, and with me, I, kind of turn it into an exercise, test your range a little bit. I may have you doing some things that just test your range, things that might not necessarily come out in the actual performance, but I want to see some things that I know may be coming or required in other scenes. So it's just a good workout thing. And again, all these things happen, you know, behind the scenes that, again, most people just aren't even aware of. So it's a really fun process. It's a really exciting process when you have people come in and work with the actual lines and just throw in, have at it, So that's what callbacks are, Von. Yeah. Fawcett Media did do well, Patrice. Patrice was another one who came in and killed it on day one. So don't worry, I'm not gonna forget about you, Patrice. I'm not gonna forget about you. All right. Okay, so I think this has been a really good time. I like the way the timing is working out. We're coming up on 2 hours for this, for day 2 of auditions. I believe I've covered everything that I wanted in terms of housekeeping, making sure that we, can promote the audition and the channel and the effort. Just going through and making sure there's anything that I have not included that I wanted to, that was in mind, but I believe we have. Again, I know I'm a little low key right now, but I am absolutely excited about what we've been able to do so far. Auditions continues. I have a lot of roles. So, those of you who did audition, please spread the word, because I am looking for younger characters as well for a few of the characters. When I say younger, anywhere I have a couple characters, all male, who need to be between the ages of roughly 8 or 9 to roughly 13, maybe 14. I have male and female characters who are in the teens that are supportive roles, like high school age as well, that I'm going to be looking for. So if you can, just continue to spread the word, as well as of course, just general roles. Let me throw this up real quick to kind of be a little specific. So I can tell you, for example, CJ is actually an infant, but we may have someone who can do, we'll see what we do with that, because of course an infant doesn't have any actual dialogue, but there will be, infant sounds, baby sounds that we'll be casting for. But Craig, Bianca's girlfriend, which is just her friend, the sexy girl, Aaron Horace, and Rob, Bus's boy, that's just a partner that rolls with Bus. All of these are these teenage roles that we're talking about. Craig's boy, same thing. Frat Boy 1 and Frat Boy 2 are college age, and they can be any culture, any race. When I wrote these as white characters, but they can really be any character. The bartender might be a little older. Trainer could be, in the 20s. Pastor might be a little older. Messenger is younger. So just know that we have a lot of different characters that we're going to want to cast for. So continue to kind of let people know, hey, this is an opportunity to, work with someone who understands how to work with talent to deliver, to turn in great performances in a worthwhile project. Okay, so I'm checking everything here. So much talent out here in these YouTube streets. Yes. And it's so good to see too. It's really good to see, because we're so used to and accustomed to seeing the stuff that of course is out there that make it big time, in the system, in the Hollywood system. But there's so much talent across the board, and projects like this are just looking to let people kind of get out here and stake their claim. I can do this too, and you all are demonstrating it. You all are demonstrating it. Okay. All right. So I don't want to go on too much longer here. Yes, you are welcome, Alexis. And I agree, Gail. And thank you, Gail. Now I can shout you out. At the end, now that we're not waiting, I can shout out the Big Boss Mod. Gail, so glad to have you here. And Martin, and doing your thing. You know, I appreciate every time you come through. All right. And really everybody that support as well. Before I go, I'll do this, run this last thing. We got some people here. Let me just run a real quick intro for people who, it's only 30 seconds, for people who don't know me. Ashley, hey, Ashley made it. You did a great job too from day one. So glad you actually were able to come through as well. We have just a couple people here who only know about Life or Death, but don't know about my other channel. So I'll plug it really, really quickly with a quick 30-second intro of myself and with my show, Talk with Frank Gooden. Here we go. Yep. So Talk with Frank Gooden is a channel where I cover basically topics that I think are in the community interest in general. And one of the shows that I host off of that is Objections with Jen from On the Block with Jen, who also happens to be an actress. I believe she's in Vegas, and she's very sharp, very quick-witted, and very, quick to come in and let come back right at you if you come at her. so together we have a show called Objections, where we also cover topics. We may be having one coming up real soon, maybe today, tomorrow at the latest. And it's a really good, respectful, very respectful debate show that I host on my platform, as well as on Jen's platform, On the Block with Jen. All right, so just look up Frank Gooden, those of you who have not yet, and subscribe to that channel as well. All right, good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let us go. I always have an outro. I'm gonna use the actual trailer to Life or Death as my outro for this, for the Life or Death auditions. And it's about a minute and a half. Feel free to leave any parting comments on your way out. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on a Saturday. I know we have a whole lot to do as well. And I look forward to seeing you on the next auditions as we, kind of step by step build Life or Death, a graphic novel experience right in front of you. All right. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.